right, guys, welcome back to this episode of the Z Ice Show. I'm the host, Z Ice, and today I'm here with Davis. Welcome.
Thanks for having me.
So, what business are you in?
I work in commercial real estate, so I sell apartment buildings and development sites, and I also invest in the same thing as well too. So not only do I sell them, but I also invest in these properties.
So, that's a little different from normal real estate with just normal houses, right? So, what made you choose commercial real estate?
So that's a good question. Commercial real estate is a lot more mathematical. It's all about the numbers. You basically look at a property and look at the income it makes and the expenses versus a residential property where it's just pretty much all emotional, which I just don't have the time or patience for something like that. It's great. A lot of people love it. It's a great thing to get into. I'm just more of a numbers guy.
Yeah, that's awesome. So, how did you get into this business?
I actually did not want to get into this business originally. I was planning on going to school. Well, once I finished college, I was going to go back to school and become a physical therapist and work in sports medicine. But my dad works in real estate as well too, or he did at least, and he just told me to give it a try. He thought I would do well in it, and I will say that whenever I started out in the business, I feel like I was lucky. I worked my butt off, and I started doing really well and making a good amount of money, which just it was everything that I wanted, and just I loved it. Yeah.
So, did you just start out commercial, or did you also do a little bit of like residential real
So
estate?
I did residential for like 2 weeks, and then I was like, this is just not my jam. It's not. I know a lot of my friends, a lot of people I know, they're very successful doing it. It's just not my personality. It's not.
Yeah.
It's not for me. And yeah, like I said, I'm just more of a numbers guy. I'm not. I don't. Residential is a lot more emotional, and commercial is just bigger picture, how to make money, investments. That's what I like.
So, is there any bigger challenges with either one of them? Like different challenges that you face?
I think the challenges you're going to face, there's challenges in everything, in any type of a business. So I think with commercial real estate, at least I can say that it's, the market is always shifting. It's not like the market is always hot and everything's selling and there's great prices. The market really fluctuates a lot. So there's usually, I think it's a 10 to 12 year period where the cycle, there's a cycle. It goes up and down, up and down.
Yeah.
So, I mean, when the market is hot, there's a lot of people that are selling at high prices and like a lot of buyers. And I would say that whenever the market is not the best, and like right now, interest rates are a lot higher. So not a lot of people are buying. In this type of a scenario, I actually personally think it's a great time to buy. Yes, interest rates are going to be higher, but you have a lot less competition, and you can get properties at a lot like more discounted pricing.
So did you just jump straight into real estate, or what was your first job?
My first job, I worked at my first job.
Yep.
I worked at a supermarket. I was a I
Oh,
was a
really?
I was a bag boy. Yeah.
How was that?
I did that for a couple of months and I just said it's not for me.
Yeah,
And
I've had some crazy
my
friends.
first real job was probably working at a hospital because after school, like I said, I was studying to become a physical therapist. So I worked in sports medicine at a hospital, and that was great. I liked it a lot, but I realized that I don't like working for other people. And I also felt like in any business where there's a cap to it, I don't like that. Getting paid an hourly rate or a salary, it's not something that I like. I like personally, I just like working on like a commission base where my back is against the wall and sky's the limit. So you could work
Yeah.
You can work all day and make a lot of money, or you can take 5 months off, but you're not going to make any money. It's up to you.
Exactly. That's
You know,
awesome.
yeah. But I
So,
would say a lot of people in this field, they don't do well because they're not self-driven.
yeah.
You know, they don't have to be at the office at 9 o'clock. They don't have to, but I mean, I push myself every day to like keep going and to wake up early and get things going.
So, is location a big thing in real estate? Like, especially in commercial real estate? Because I know in residential it is, but what about in commercial real estate?
That's a very good question. So yes and no, where you can buy properties in Class A locations like Santa Monica or Venice or Beverly Hills. And yeah, those locations are excellent. And these type of properties that you can buy in those areas, more so in commercial real estate, the investment itself, the way it cash flows, is not the best. But these properties that are in the Class A locations, they appreciate a lot. So you can buy a property, for example, that's, let's just say it's $2 million in Beverly Hills. Every year, that property goes from 2 million to 2.5 million to 3 million to 4 million. It goes
Yeah.
up a lot in value. Where you can also buy properties that are not in the best locations. These can be downtown Los Angeles, Echo Park, South Los Angeles, East LA, Boyle Heights, where those properties, they don't go up a lot in value annually. They don't go up a lot. But on a monthly basis, your cash flow is really, really high. So the areas that are not the best, your cash flow is high, but they don't go up a lot in value. Where on the other side, your cash flow in the good locations, your cash flow is not the best, but they go up a lot in value.
So, what's one lesson you've learned from commercial real estate that you can apply to general business?
Something that I learned in commercial real estate.
Yeah, or it could be just like something about business that could be helpful.
Okay, I think the best thing that what I've really learned and realized is what you put in, you get back, and that's the biggest thing. And also I'll say that just really, I think when it comes to any type of business, is to be ethical and do your best and really kick ass at what you do. Because Los Angeles, as big as it is, it's also like a small community where we all know each other. So in this type of a business, similar to like even like your father's,
Yeah.
is it's a lot of it is like word of mouth. So whenever I do a really good job and I really strive to do like my best, that goes, not only do I sell it, but then you get a bunch of referrals and clients from that too. So I've been doing this for 10 years where, when I first started out in the business, I was in the office at like 6 o'clock in the morning, and I'd leave at like 7:30, 8 o'clock at night. And I was cold calling apartment
Hmm.
owners. So I called, and I still do it to this day, but a lot of it is just like referrals now because I have a track record.
Yeah. That's awesome.
Yeah.
So,
And one other thing I want to say too, I'm really huge on this, is specialize. So
yeah.
whatever field you get into, you don't want to like sell. That's why I don't want to sell like houses and condos and office buildings. And it's stick with one thing, maybe even two things, specialize in it and just kick ass at it.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
So this is one question that I ask everybody on my show. Even if you might have to think about it, but if you had to start over and you just had $1,000, that's it. You had nothing that you have today. What would you do with that $1,000?
If I had $1,000, what would I do with it?
Yeah, if you just started over with nothing, you didn't have a job, anything. What would you do? Take your time.
And I didn't have a job.
Nope.
I would I would most likely invest like $800 of that into some type of business where I could buy something for $800 and then sell it and make a profit out of it. So
Oh
I
yeah.
would turn that $800 and basically, for example, it could be wallets for your phone. So I'd buy $800 for like these wallets, and then try to sell them and make a profit out of it, and turn that $800 into, for example, $1,600, and then later on turn that $1,600 into $3,200. It kind of all tumbleweeds.
Oh yeah, for sure. So, did you have like a mentor? Because I feel like a really important part of business is having like a mentor, somebody to help you. Did you have one of those?
I do. So
Nice.
I have a couple different mentors, and one thing I would tell you is anyone who is successful, or you know what, I take that back. Anyone, if there's someone that you look up to and you want to be like them, everything that they do, if you want to look like them, if you want to dress like them, if you want to make money like them, I would seriously suggest that you spend time with that person and copy everything that they do, from the time that they wake up to their gym routine to what they wear to the books they read and the people they surround themselves with. Just replicate it. Just do exactly what they did. And if it worked for one person, it's going to work for you as well too. So you just have to put in the time and the effort.
Yeah. Thank you so much for coming on the show to me. I learned a lot. That was really
Of
awesome.
course. Thanks for having me.
All right. Thank you so much. Thank you guys for watching this episode, and I'll see you guys on the next one. Have a great day.